Welcome, Gunpla modelers, to my first episodes of Gundam Custom. My name is Strider Prime. Yes, I know the format is a little changed, but I thought it would be appropriate since now my next set of videos that I'll be doing will be under the moniker of Gundam Customs. That means every Gundam kit that I'll be making will be custom made and designed, painted, and modified to what I believe would be appropriate for my kits. And for start, I guess my first kit that I will do right now will be this. The 1/100 scale Master Grade Deathscythe from the Endless Waltz animation series. This kit came out last year. I actually picked it up when I was at the New York Comic-Con, New York Animation Festival in 2010. Now, I wanted to build this kit for a while, but I noticed, of course, some of the imperfections that this kit has generated based off the Wing series, and I will, of course, cover that during my build. But what I'm going to do with this kit is going to be what I'm going to be doing for the next set of kits under the Wing series, and that is I am going to paint it metallic coating, kind of like what I did with the Destiny and the 00 Quanta that I made last year. So this is going to be my third build of the of this series of kits that I'll be making, where it's going to be, metallic coating. So let's review the contents of this box and see what we're going to be working with. We'll cover the manual in a few moments, obviously. We have some armored parts for white colored parts here. And we have this. I think it's black or blue. Can't tell at this moment. Polycaps, something I haven't seen in a while. And of course, more white. We have the combination colors of red, charcoal, and white, and plus the clear. Now this, of course, is the darker trim. This I can't tell whether this is a dark navy blue or, yeah, I would say dark navy blue. Now this is one thing, of course, this is the only amount of yellow that they have, which I'm not that very fond of the yellow that came with this kit. Here's more of the dark navy blue trim. Here are the internal parts of the charcoal parts, and of course the decals. You know what? I've never put decals on my kits, and these past few kits that I made, the real grade Zaku 2 and the Strike, pretty much I was enjoying the fact that I was putting them on because they look really nice. Now I know that these are dry transfers while these are stickers. I may look into I may try this. You know what? I was thinking of buying decals for this kit, but because I don't think I have enough time to do it, I'll wait until on my next kit, which you guys are gonna love when I make it next in my next series. So we'll work on that. The beam effects on the Deathscythe or whatever, and charcoal parts. And then, of course, more charcoal parts right there. Now, here's one thing, of course, I wanted to show you. These are the hands. These are the ones that I was very, very disappointed in the fact that they started to make these wing kits with removable hands. I find that as an eyesore. But considering the size and the dimensions, obviously they probably could not get away with making the hands, open and close like we all remembered in the original and other Master Grade kits. So what I did was I'm going to modify these hands. I'm going to replace it with this. This is a brand called Modeler Assist. I don't know the website or who makes it. I got this on eBay. You could probably get it for about $14. But these are manipulator hands, obviously. Looks exactly like the perfect grade hands, because you can actually snip these off and put them on. I guess if I'm looking at this in the position that I'm looking at right now, these hands are a little bigger. Oh, way bigger. I don't know if you can see this and this. The actual size of the hand is about, I'll say this is about a third bigger than this. So we may see a little bit of a problem. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try it and see if it works or not. So I'll keep this off to the side. Let me put this away and let's review the manual. Great artwork that they did with this. Alright, so here is pretty much the intro of the Deathscythe, I'm saying Deathscythe, but also showing off all the kits from the, actually all the mobile suits from the TV series. So here's the TV series mobile suits that we all remembered back in the day, as you can see there. And if you remember the models, they almost pretty much mimic what they look like here. However, when they modified it, it now looks a little bit more streamlined. Actually, let me bring it up here a bit. So here's what we're going to be building right now. I already have this guy. I did not get him yet. I will soon. And clearly we're all waiting for these two guys. We have the list of the parts here, which I'm going to be removing, sanding, and preparing for priming. And this section, this covers the body of the of this kit, and then next page is color designs and pictures. And the next page will cover the head, followed by the arms, shoulders, the legs. The legs continue on all the way up to the waist unit, and then the backpack. Then from the backpack you go to the weaponry and final assembly, and of course the placement of the decals. Now, before we get started, the painting part is what I want to cover here. And I've already separated the paints that I'm going to need to be using. And everything falls to the ground. There we go. Alright. So here's my go-to paint, which is the chrome silver, which is what I used in last year's build. However, I think I may decide to try something different. I purchased 2 more paint bottle paints for me to use. For starters, I have this guy, Mr. Color's Gun Chrome. I'm gonna try this out and see how that works. I've actually picked up 2 of these. So I have one called Gun Chrome, is 104, and then 159, which is Super Silver. So I think the Super Silver may be the one I'm going to go with because it's a little bit more shinier than what I have here. So these I'm going to be testing these out. The next one is the clear paint. So I have my trusty old clear red, and clear red I'm going to probably be using the least, because the only red parts you see here is here, the head, those 2 parts here in the head, and the shield, and nothing else. So clearly I have enough, so we put that off to the side. Clearly all the white will be silver, red. Now here's where I ran into a bit of a problem. And I don't know if this will work or not. So, check this out. The yellow. The yellow looks more orange than yellow for some unknown reason. So, let me bring this out for a second. So, I know I'll be painting this the silver, and then I'm going to be using clear yellow. Problem is, this looks more orange than yellow, which is driving me batty. I don't know if I should use him. Then I looked around and said, well, let's see if I could find something close to it. So I found this one, clear orange, because in essence, this is an orange color. But I'm looking at how it is, and it's way too heavy in an orange, so I thought maybe that would be not a good idea. Then I found this one, clear orange for Tamiya. The difference on the oranges is on the bottle. This one is the closest to this, but this could be, you know, the color itself may be fooling me, and I'm not seeing it how it's supposed to be. So I gotta test all three of these paints out and see what it looks like. I have leftover plastic parts, and I will test it out, and whichever goes will, you know, apply to this, I'll use it. So I got these guys ready to go. Now, that was problem number one. Problem number two were, of course, the darker navy blue. There is no... How can I say this? Maybe I should demonstrate this to you guys. Because when I went through trying to figure this out, I didn't know if I got it right or not. Here's the 00 Quantum. Now everybody remembered this kit, right? Look at this. Now, you have to admit, this part looked really nice. I really like how it's shining, it's brilliance. It's great for this kit. However, it's not great for this because, look, it's too light of a blue, more royal. This one's dark. So I'm afraid I may throw this off. I can't use this because unless I give it a couple of unless I have to cover the blue multiple times, but then I may lose on the brilliance. I may lose on the back. I've also have a feeling that I may mess it up. As for an example, here's the shield which I messed up last year. Come on, focus, you moron. Yeah, there it is. You see? That doesn't look good, and I don't want this to be on this. So I need to try something else. So I looked around and I found what I believe is the closest to this, but I mean it's going to be a lighter shade of blue, close to the royal, and this is the only thing that I found that's close enough, and that happens to be this guy. Metallic blue. I'm going to open it up a bit so you guys can see. I think I've demonstrated this last year, or this year. Here's what the brilliance look like. And I think maybe it can be, I can get away with this. So I'm going to try this out and see if this would be appropriate. I mean, it is going to be brilliantly, you know, it's going to be shiny all over the place. It's going to have the effect that we're all going to be seeing. I just hope that I don't mess it up. That's pretty much it. So I got all the tools ready. I got my paints ready. Oh, and of course, I should have covered all the charcoal colors. I was going to use gunmetal right here, but I have this guy, metallic gray. I'm going to try this out and see how this works. So, with that being said, let's begin building Master Grade Deathscythe.